We got Rick Arman and Craig Warmbold. Yours truly and Thomas Rayfeld.
This is the part where we don't swear.
Yeah.
We
have to clean
have
up
to
the
stop
act.
now.
You should hear us when the mic is off. Oh, man. Oh, somebody.
Hey,
oh, hi, Thomas.
It's Thomas. Are we on the air yet?
I thought I was dead. Someone touched me on the shoulder. All right, we're set. This is, of course, Break Time, brought to you by our good friends at Professional Floor Covering here on Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, 713 Park Avenue to be more precise. And they've been a great long time now, I would say, long-time sponsor of Break Time. So blame them for anything that we do. And with us is Randy. Give Randy, for the folks out there in TV land, give your last name first, then your first name, and then middle initial. Just get formal.
It's Warmka.
Warmka.
Randall. A.
And your social security number.
Either that or he's Canadian.
I can't do that.
Okay. Visa, MasterCard, anything?
No,
you don't have it.
Hey, we're doing this live on Daily Dodge TV, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you have an internet connection, you may want to go to Daily Dodge. Go to the video tab. When you're on the video tab, smile, look toward the heavens, and then click on the video. Actually, you don't even need to click on the video, do you, Ninja?
It's just right there.
Oh, and there's...
Are you doing a pan of us now? Is that what they call it in the video world?
Yeah, an action shot makes us look a lot thinner.
Are you looking at the fine displays that we've got here at Professional Floor Covering? Yeah. Oh, he changed your name.
Ray Felt.
Ray Feld or Ray
I still
Field.
have the T.
Ray Feld. All right.
You guys are actually posing right now for the camera. You realize that this is a radio show and you're posing for the camera. It's fantastic.
Oh, do we have to talk?
Yeah, we have to talk.
At some point, you should probably talk.
I didn't know we'd have to do two things at once today. This is really hard.
You did a great job of setting up.
Well,
do you want to say Craig Warmbold?
So, Randy, I really admire your patience putting up with us.
Did you want to talk at all, Randy?
It don't matter.
Okay.
So, we had one job to do, and that was to bring the list of talking points. John, did you bring the list?
I did not.
I did not bring the list. Thomas brought the list of.
Yeah. He brought 3 of them.
And color-coded.
One for each of us 5. He brought 3 of them.
So that means we know how to talk about things, or we know to talk about things like the gold tag sale.
Randy.
Yes,
Randall, if that is indeed your real name.
Give us the guts. Give us the guts of the gold tag sale.
The gold tag sale happens once a year in the spring. Actually, it's going on right now. Lots of things on sale here. Carpet, luxury vinyl tiles, luxury vinyl planks, hardwood flooring. A lot of this stuff carries a lifetime warranty. So I don't know how you could go wrong.
It is hard to go wrong. I mean, look at all these different types of specialty products we have over here. Everything from the Mirage brand over there. I was looking at the Trends in Rigid, the waterproof, life-proof, floor-proof. Is that the LVP that you have in stock?
That's not in stock, but yes, we have similar products in stock. That particular one is not.
Randy, all I can say is, I got that LVP for my daughter's bathroom, and typically you'd want a professional to install that, but it was so easy to install that even a numbskull like me was able to put it in. It's a pretty friendly product when it comes to home fix it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's really really nice to work with. Cuts very easy. It's extremely durable. It wears very very well. A lot of times you just score it and break it. Unlike the the older floors, the laminate floors they used to have that had a wood core in them. Those had to be cut on a saw, obviously.
Well, and I think the biggest problem with those is when they got wet.
Right. That was the whole reason they switched to the plastic core board. It enabled them to, it's moisture resistant. It's waterproof, actually.
Are there different grades, Randy, like when it comes to the LVP flooring? Like, are there some that are a little thicker than others? Or do they interlock all the same? How does that kind of come together?
Yeah, there's a few different. The most important thing to remember if you're shopping for a floor is the wear layer on the top. So most of them carry a aluminum oxide wear layer, which you would be like a 22 mil is probably where you'd want to be if you're putting it in your kitchen or a high traffic area. There's a lot of them that are 10, 12 mil, which you probably want to stay away from that unless it's a room you don't go in very often.
So if John and I wanted to start an in-home dog washing business and we needed the right flooring to withstand all the different dogs we're bringing
Well, let's
in,
just say Labradors.
Labrador.
To narrow it down
So
for
we're
you.
You're only going to do
specializing in
Labradors?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
Why
think you
just
could.
Labradors?
I don't think you could do that.
No,
I think you have to be
Windows
that wouldn't be
Labradors.
fair to the Pekingese.
That's true.
You know, you can get in trouble with that.
But LVP would be our best bet to handle as many Labradors
Or
as
tile,
possible.
right?
Yeah, well, ceramic tile actually would be better if you're going to be washing the dogs. That could
See,
really
I
take the
told you
water.
that.
Yeah, you
We
said
could,
it on
we
the
could
way
actually
here.
make you like dog washing bays out of ceramic tile. Put some small tile in there to
We could
pitch
even
it.
wash Rick in there if we wanted.
Well, right. Then have a handheld in there. And,
Yeah.
Roll over. Let me get your
Just a
belly,
po-
Rick.
just a
Let me get
power
your belly.
washer. Right, exactly.
What if we wanted to expand to poodles?
well, that would work
Just
too.
don't step in a poodle.
Right.
Be fine, yeah.
Well,
got a
we
lot of
would
sass.
actually a bench would probably be good, so you can set them up on the bench.
Oh,
have to
but you
bend
don't
over.
sell benches.
We could install the bench.
You
and
could
tile.
install
You
the
could
bench.
install the bench.
We install benches and showers all the time.
Now, what if you wanted to wash cats? Because that seems like that would be really.
Yeah,
I mean, they
that's
don't.
a-
They
that's
don't
a
like
dangerous
water.
procedure. I don't even want to go that
Cats
direction.
don't really like water.
They don't. They hate water. So, but you can't do anything at professional floor covering about cats
No,
hating
we
water.
can't help you with
Meow,
that.
that would
The
really
one
be
thing
bad.
they can't do.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of clean themselves. So
They
you don't-
do. That's a
Meow,
good point.
I guess that's the point.
Don't you,
Yeah.
don't you feel kind of dirty, like watching a cat when it cleans itself? Like you just want to put a curtain over. Like,
No,
Again,
isn't that
again,
the
I'm
truth?
going to say
Yeah.
it. Washing cats ends up being a major catastrophe.
Oh,
right? I mean,
that's-
we
yeah.
know that
Thank
that's
you.
going
He's
Uh,
actually paying for this.
I know,
Rick, for
exactly.
crying
Mel
out
Gibson right
loud.
there.
I know. I don't want
Richard.
to make the guy catatonic. That's why we probably should move on. So
I want to get myself a catatonic right now.
we, Randy, we have been doing remotes like this together for a long time. I mean, a really long time.
Weeks.
Would you say that LVP has been one of the products over the last 25 years that's kind of revolutionized flooring? Because in my mind, it has, because it's not only very user-friendly from a standpoint of being able to put it in yourself, but because of the fact you don't have to worry about it warping, it seems like it's something that's going to be around a long time.
Yeah, I believe it really is a product that's going to be around a long time. It's actually the 12-foot wide sheet vinyl that has been around for years and years and years. Hardly sell any of that. Most of them companies are dropping almost everything they have and converting to LVP manufacturing and LVT, because they also have tile looks.
Right. What kind of major preparation needs to be done if somebody wants to like redo a kitchen with LVP and they currently have something like ceramic tile in there, but they want to go to that? I mean, obviously you're going to have to take out the ceramic tile, right?
In a lot of cases, you can go over the top of ceramic tile. It depends on whether you have a height issue or not, but it can go over the top of many substrates, which really makes it beneficial over sheet vinyl. Sheet vinyl, the underfloor has to be absolutely perfect. That's where the underlayment would always come in. This stuff can go over. It can go over sheet vinyl. It can go over ceramic. It can go over concrete. It can go over plywood.
Wow. It probably couldn't go over Craig Warrenbold's 1970 shag carpeting. though,
Probably
right?
not.
That you probably need to pull out.
It's a
What are some of
burgundy,
the-
it's
Yeah.
really
Burgundy
nice.
goes with that lime green
It
couch.
does. Oh yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's
I mean,
coming
that's
back
a great,
in
that's
style.
a got great combination.
It's called retro. Everybody loves it now.
Right. Everybody loves retro right now.
Yeah, I think
That's in
think
the
it's coming
past.
back.
You do? Do you have shag carpet here? If we wanted to get
not
some,
really.
oh, it's
Like, wow, shaggy carpet. Now, what are some of the trends now? Are people? Is there like a general trend for people now to go toward, regular wood laminate flooring, or is the carpet making a comeback, or what are the current trends?
Carpet comebacks.
Carpet comeback.
I would say the trend now would be, the wood looks have are such a warm appeal to them.
Yeah.
People are running it through the entire house. The living room, the kitchen, the dining room. In some cases, the bedrooms. Carpet is losing a lot of ground. A lot of times, you only see it in maybe the bedrooms, and then a bunch of area rugs.
Yeah, you want to be quiet in the bedroom.
area rugs. Do you do area rugs here?
Yeah, we custom make area rugs. We don't sell any of the pre-made ones, but we have some very unique patterns that you can pick from that we can make you any size you want it.
Could you do a custom rug in the shape of a silhouette on someone like laying on the floor? Like of Craig Warrenbold laying on the floor, could you do like a silhouette?
Like a chalk outline? you
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. Like a chalk outline
This is
of
where the
Craig
homicide
Fantastic.
took place, right here.
Possibly, I don't know.
Wow.
It all depends how many inside corners there are, because those are really tough to get into.
How many
Well, I'd be
corners are on
laying
your
like
body?
this.
Yeah.
See, now our video listeners could see how I'd be laying. I'm not going to explain it for the benefit of our radio listeners, but
Like this?
kind of like that. Yeah, exactly. You'll have to go to dailydodge.com into the video tab and see this fine showroom at Professional Floor
Yes.
Covering if you want to see the chalk outline of
That's
what
a lot
I
of
would look
armpit,
like.
though, Craig.
It's a lot of armpit, but armpits are in now, I hear, unlike shag carpeting.
Now, you do a lot of free in-home estimates, don't you?
That's
Oh,
what I
yeah,
was
they're
going
all
to say.
free. We
Oh, I'm
certainly
sorry.
don't charge for that.
Okay.
Oh, you don't charge for that.
So
No.
if John
That's why it's free.
wanted to
Oh,
put
right.
his station in,
Yeah.
And Tom.
Right, we need to get a look at it, so we come out,
Yeah.
take a look, measure it up, and then, certainly if you have a plan, if you bought that in, we could get you some preliminary numbers, but at some point we have to look at it.
Yeah. Now, do you work with Willow Pet Hospital to, find out which dogs, are conducive to using your product or no?
No, not really.
Like Dr. Smith?
Huh. That'd be the ultimate test right there.
I think so.
So the showroom, people come to the showroom here anytime. What are the hours that you've got, Randy? I just turned that down.
9 till 5, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and 9 till 6, Tuesday and Thursday. So today we're here till 6.
Yeah. That's going to be nice, for those people like get off at work at 5:30, they can still come by and converse with you. Oh, okay.
But we are open by appointment, so if somebody
You can
couldn't make
schedule
any
an
of them
appointment. Okay.
hours work, we would certainly meet you here.
Absolutely.
All right, we're live at Professional Floor Covering, which is really ironic because this is the only time we're really professional is when we're at Professional
at
Go
Floor
pushing it,
Covering.
Warren Bull.
Yeah,
We're still
wearing
not
branded
really
gear.
professional.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like they allow us with their professionalism. It kind of rains down. I'm just asking about the versatility of the. You heard about the bench. We could put the bench in for the pool.
Right. I was just over and was looking at kitchen cabinets and stuff like that. Randy, obviously.
A custom kitchen, you come in and we'll
You have
sit
the
down
computer
with you.
deal and everything
Yeah,
where you
right.
can show it?
Draw it up on the computer. You can take a look at it, say, yeah, I like it. No, let's change this. Actually come to your house, get some measurements so we know where the doors are, where the windows are, make sure everything's going to fit, and then draw it up.
When people are putting in flooring, especially if they're going to do multiple rooms, I'm guessing that one of the main things that you guys are going to do is you're not just going to take verbatim. If somebody says, I got a 12 by 18 foot room, you're not just going to say, oh, okay, well, we'll take that. You guys are going to
Could've
probably
done
want
that
to go
too,
over
couldn't
there
you?
and kind
Oh,
of
is that
see
not on?
exactly what you're going to be in store for.
You shut it
right?
off?
Right. We look at every job. So, yeah, we're not just going to take your word for it. That's not.
Yeah, because if you want to see how these guys
not gonna
measure,
work.
it can be a
It's a
real
bad
messy
idea.
situation.
Randy-
thought you
Sometimes the
said
installers
Labrador.
get a little upset when it's 6 inches short.
Yeah.
So,
Big problem for Rick.
What are you saying about Rick?
So, do you ever dream about going into someone's kitchens oh, I know exactly how to renovate this for
Especially
you, and
when
you
they're
wake
not
up
there.
and it's oh no,
no, not
kitchen
really.
never existed. That's fair.
Thomas shut down again. It's okay, Thomas.
just
It was
like
a
my
good-
love
it was,
life,
it was a
yeah.
great attempt.
Yeah.
No, I was just looking at the different kitchen displays, and right now we were talking about flooring, but from a standpoint of kitchen cabinetry, is there a trend right now? Are we moving in a certain area where more people are going with lighter kitchens versus the darker kitchens? Is it more of a natural wood look versus a painted look?
Yeah, probably the biggest change in recent years has been the painted look, which are quite popular, especially amongst younger people. But now they're coming out with a lot of darker stains and gray stains, which really, really look nice and are much more durable than the painted finish.
Right. Are cabinets, are they still made specifically of like a hardwood, like a cherry or something like that, or are they going more with almost like a laminate?
So most of the painted ones would be maple.
Okay.
And then maple is also a popular stained color or stained species. There's still hickory, there's still oak, there's still alder. There's a number of different species.
And from a durability standpoint?
Obviously, the harder woods are, like the maple is a very hardwood. That's what you really should be looking at. If you want something that's really going to hold up and take the pounding,
Do they still call them Lazy Susans, or do they have a different name for them?
Yep, lazy Susan.
I feel bad for
Remember
Susans.
that, yeah.
Because all these years, they get a bad rap because, the corner cabinet is called a Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So
My
actually,
wife-
the lazy
you get-
Susan would be the part that spins inside of it.
Okay. So it's not the actual corner thing; it's a
Right.
part inside. But can you imagine? You know,
Yeah.
your whole life you've done nothing but do good things, and they call you a lazy Susan.
Yeah.
Well, you got Sleepy John's.
That's
You
my
know, I mean,
my wife's
that's-
name.
A Sleepy
Is
John.
Lazy Susan?
She hates the term Lazy Susan. I want to hear Lazy Suzanne, and that's she more prefers that one.
How about
talking about her laziness?
Oh, Lazy Susanna.
Oh, Lazy Susanna.
Or
Hey,
Lazy
now,
Roxanne.
Not you know where the store is called Professional Floor Covering. Of course, there's a lot more. And you also have stuff that you sell to maintain the looks of the floors, right?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of cleaners in here. Various cleaners. There's carpet. There's actually we carry the Capture dry clean method for cleaning carpets.
Oh.
You sprinkle this powder on the floor, let it sit for a little bit, and then vacuum it up. So if you're moving out of an apartment and you need that carpet to be clean, you just pick up some of that, do it yourself. Then there's all kinds of various cleaners for ceramic, hardwood, laminate, or LVP.
Okay.
Did you guys know that Rick was so intelligent when it comes to asking questions about this stuff? I mean,
he's
am
the
I the
handy
only
guy
one
in
that's
the group.
shocked
He's the
about
handy one
this?
here.
He is the handy
I mean,
guy.
I know he's handy, but I didn't know his depth of knowledge was so vast. I mean, this
Yeah.
is really
No, he
this is the
hasn't,
most impressive I've ever seen Rick ever in all
Ask
the
him
time
about
I've known
mountain
him.
ranges.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
tell me
can't
about
do
mountain
anything
ranges.
about mountain ranges.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got two things working for me. John hit on the head. I do a lot of my own work,
Yeah,
and I've
you're
done
a
a lot of
handy guy.
remodeling of every house I've ever been in, whatever it is. And I've known him for 25 years. So
Oh, yeah.
when you
I'm
have
sorry,
that
Randy.
benefit of talking to Randy over all these years, you start to kind of be
Sure.
like a sponge and absorb some of that knowledge.
Is he good at mountain ranges too?
I don't
Or
think Randy would be
I
that
hope
good
you would
at
ask for
mountain
Randy's
ranges.
permission to absorb his knowledge.
Where are the Urals?
Consent, Rick, consent.
Rick, I don't believe I ever sent you a bill, did I?
No, I never got a bill for that sponging that I've done over these many years. But no, it really does make a difference to be informed about different things, because a lot of times people might come to you thinking that, oh, I got to have hardwood. I got to have a hardwood floor in this room, and then you go out there and you're like, you got little kids or you got pets or whatever, maybe this wouldn't be the best fit for you, but we can give you something that's going to give you the kind of look you're looking for.
That was another good
Right,
question.
absolutely, and that's where looking at the job comes in too. That plays a big part. You get a chance to kind of see how they live,
is, really.
and if the product is actually going to work out for them or not.
Right.
Ask another question, Rick.
Okay,
You're
so
doing
what
fine.
about
This
what
is
about
awesome.
somebody?
Super
What about
impressed.
somebody that has
Watching somebody at the top of
rec
their
room in the
form.
basement, and they don't want to deal with having first of all, there might be a little bit of moisture issue down there, not maybe big because they got a sump pump or whatever,
It's
but
very
but they've got
specific.
to they want to cover the concrete. What
stuff.
product would be great for covering the floor in that kind of situation?
Well, ceramic tile would be great, but it's a little bit cooler.
Right.
LVP would work fine too.
And more specific.
It's like watching Serena Williams
got
play
2
tennis.
minutes.
Get into the specifics
We
of the
take a
moisture
break.
levels and what kind of job did they have? Like, what kind of people are they? Are they happy? Do they,
What do they
you
have?
know,
what
are
do
they
have for
have they been
breakfast, Rick?
fighting?
Sure. Here's the next question. For people that have in-floor heating, does the type of material make any kind of a difference that they put on from a stand?
The heat radiance off
Do we
the
need
floor.
to be here?
I don't think
Carpeting
so.
and a cushion, you need to switch to like a rubber cushion, so the heat can transfer through it a little bit easier. But then you actually you need to turn the pump up a little bit so it moves the water through the lines faster.
Okay.
To get more heat, because the carpet definitely holds it back.
I was going to say, would the underlayment that you put underneath carpeting, the pad, could that get broke?
Be able to push that heat through it.
Okay, now
Rick,
we're going to go
ask
back
about the
to
R value.
Breaktime program. Now that
Oh,
we've done
wow.
That
our home
was-
improvement part of the program.
That was really
now we'll
impressive.
get to the hard-hitting question. What is your
gotta
favorite
say.
color?
I don't know.
He's wearing a blue shirt, so
Blue
I would
shirt,
go with blue
powder
if I
blue,
had
I would
to
call it.
have a question. Yeah.
Well, by gosh, we're of course we due for a break here.
On
And
break time,
you're
'cause that's
listening
what we
to
do.
Break Time. Profession brought to you by who, guys?
Professional floor
This
covering.
guy.
That guy right there.
Randy, give him a call.
We'll take a break right now, and ABC News is on the way.
Is that a
Right here.
return to the program? I think we're on.
I think we're. Yes.
Wow.
Oh man.
We
Oh, Wade.
thank
look in
you.
the camera
Sexy
and
beast.
smile.
Yeah.
Thomas, John, and I have a
Thank
lot
you.
of questions about flooring.
Rick.
Rick?
I knew that was going to happen. Actually, Randy, if you don't mind, we'd like to go to our studio audience right now because we have a question coming in from one of our studio audience members. Let's go to this kind gentleman over here. Sir, I understand you have a question for Randy.
Yeah, I'm talking about something durable for utility rooms, laundry
Oh,
rooms,
yeah.
or I have a garage shop that I do woodworking in, but I'd like something better than just concrete on the floor. Any thoughts?
Yeah. So the laundry room could be just about anything, any hard surface like the LVP, the sheet vinyl, or like a plastic snap together tile that could go in the garage that just floats. That would be the only
Questions?
I mean, I think we.
Long-time listener, short-time attention span. What are some of the major brands of flooring that you have here? You're not just a fly-by-night operation. That's
That
signed
was
Tim.
wow. Tim is very insightful. Thanks,
we,
Tim.
we carry
He did it in calligraphy,
Cortec,
too.
which was the inventor of the LVP product. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 displays of that, 5 displays of that. We carry Mohawk, American Olean, dull tile, Kith cabinets, Marillac cabinets, Ilestone. There's a whole bunch of them.
Got any Friesland stuff, or is it just
any what?
Cambria? Friesland? Is it just
No,
the
just
Cambria?
Just Cambria.
Okay.
No, Friesland is a little too cold for us.
Gotcha.
Milliken rhymes with Billiken.
Floor-
Okay, you're doing fine. Go ahead.
Floor is the stuff on the bottom,
Yeah.
then, right?
Along the special
Designer patterns.
Yeah, Stanton has some very unique looks. They're perfect for area rugs. Lots of fall animal skins, things like that. Some really, really long, shaggy pieces like your 1970s Shag.
That 1970 Shag.
But his is mauve, remember?
Yeah.
Right.
Let me ask you this. You started in 1984. What is the gaudiest? What is the tackiest them out in
fans?
Tearing
84?
them out. Never put any of them in. Tore them out and put. Oh, I remember one time there was an apartment complex we were doing. It was green Shag.
Did they thank you?
No, just so you know, I was working for a guy. It was not my deal. So then we panicked and we went back in and we rolled it all back out, seamed it all back together.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh man.
And then the very next week, we got a work order to do that apartment again.
Seriously?
Yes.
Well, that was a dry run. I think that's what they call that. That's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Tell us about Illuminati. I mean, laminate.
Laminate. Yeah, right.
Laminate.
So laminate's made a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
So the difference between that and the LVP, LVP would be vinyl on the top and a plastic core board. Laminate would be plastic laminate, like a countertop, a particle board core board. So very, very rigid. Sometimes it's a little bit less expensive in some cases. You've seen it more and more in like spec homes, builder grade stuff. Again, it has issues when your dishwasher leaks with a little water or your refrigerator leaks. They tend to swell up and be ruined. But nice, very, very nice looks.
Rick?
Rick?
So, Andy, that we are starting to see more and more companies that are going away from that rollout laminate or that rollout type of vinyl flooring. It has a nice feel to it because it's got a little bit of a cushion to it. But the one issue that a lot of people have always had is if you drop a knife on it or something like that, you are going to cut it. Is that why things like LVP and LVT are starting to become more popular?
Wow. That's
Yeah, absolutely. They're 400 times harder. The one advantage to the sheet vinyl, if you're looking for a very comfortable floor to stand on with a little cushion on the back, it doesn't fall to it.
All right, Thomas, now
so
time
if
for
I
your
were
question.
practicing judo on that type of tiling, and I threw someone down, it might damage the flooring a little bit. So I want something like LVP if I'm going to be throwing people.
They're probably.
What about something sharp in their
Maybe if you had
pocket?
keys hanging on the
Through the
side or
hospital.
something, something
Keys.
like that might.
Are you
do it.
sharp,
Yeah.
John? You sharp-edged?
He's sharp. He was just moments ago. He was wearing two
sharp
sets of
nature.
headphones. He's very sharp.
That's right.
Okay, Randy, let me ask this then, in follow-up to Thomas's
Rick, go
question.
ahead.
Would you rather
Rick, ask your
rather
question.
throw somebody down on shag carpeting than Berber? Really is popular anymore way it was probably back 20 years ago, but it was popular for a reason because it lasted forever.
Yeah, it's actually what it is. It's a big fat loop. The carpet is a loop rather than a straight cut yarn. It's a loop. It's a loop. So
Okay.
Yeah.
it's not that they really wear any better. It's that when they crush down, you don't notice the wear.
Huh.
Where when a straight cut yarn crushes down, you notice it right away. So they were very popular for a long time. At one point, there was probably 20 racks in here that were just Berber. Everybody.
If I wanted to sleep on my floor, I would rather have Shag than the Berber.
Absolutely. Actually, you
Are
don't
you
even
gonna
want
sell
the
your
Shag.
furniture?
You would want one of these new polyesters that are. We have a really nice 8-pound Rebond pad. I think it'd be just firm enough for you.
Ooh.
It's got a bunch of memory foam in it, kind of like the memory foam mattresses.
Really?
Right.
Oh, wow.
Memory foam padding.
There you go. We got to take a break. We'll let Wade know back at station more from Professional Floor Covering after these words.
Why do you?
And again, break time, and here in the beautiful surroundings of Professional Floor Covering, we're with Randy Warmka. And Randy, there is one thing you wanted to touch on that we really haven't discussed at length, and that is blinds.
Ooh, I love my privacy.
Yes.
Yeah, we
How to
carry
open them?
We carry a whole line of blinds here.
Okay.
Which, blinds and shades. Got some really neat roller shades that you can actually have them down and you can still see out, like 5% mesh that you can see through. So if someone's walking past your window, you can actually see them,
See 'em?
but
Yes.
they can't see you.
Oh, I love it.
How
yeah.
of the neighbor's bathroom? Can you?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you could get them to buy one. I don't know. But some are 5%, some are 10%, some are so it blocks the sun. But yeah, you can still have access to the outside.
That sounds kind of magical, actually.
Yeah, it's really kind of neat. I got samples over there. You can hold up to the window and you can see just how good it works.
So I can be creepy, and yet no one can look into my personal life.
Right.
Do you have like a
See,
demonstration window that you can look
yeah,
at?
right. We have a big one right in the
Big,
front.
okay.
Can we see what with us being on video? Is that something we could see from our cameraman's viewpoint? Rick is walking over there now. He's got the microphone.
He's got.
I can see it back in the corner, guys.
okay.
Okay.
Our camera's probably not going to reach it all the way. Ninja, I don't know if you can zoom in way back
Kinda like
there.
a peep show.
And there's some of the blinds. Randy, what about is motorized something that people can get when it comes to blinds?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody makes a motorized blind.
You need a license for that, or
Nope.
Okay.
No driver's license required. Run with a remote control. Some you could get them with a battery pack, or you could get them hardwired into your house. But certainly that probably needs to be done when you're building.
Randy,
Hardwire 'em.
when it comes to blinds, what's going to give you at the end of the day the best darkness if you're looking for like almost like a blackout kind of situation? Is it going to be a vertical blind? Is it going to be the old-fashioned blind that goes from top to bottom? What's going to give you the best darkness?
Oh, yeah, the Buffalo
Well,
Bill special.
they have what's called blackout on solar shades, roller shades, Roman shades. All of them have a blackout feature or a light filtering feature. So it just depends what you want. So if you need to sleep during the day, you need your room to be dark, you get the blackout.
What is a Roman shade? Is that like a toga that just goes over the window?
No, it's kind of
Toga,
like a
toga.
balloon shade. It lifts as it lifts up. It goes in and out.
so? Do you have outdoor shades too?
Some of the mesh ones I was talking about could be put outside.
Could be put outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You've
if you
got
had
a
like
lot
a
of
three-season room or something. Or,
Right. Exactly.
Or a porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they work fine.
Do you have a lot of people who ask for the total blackout, or is it just mainly like you said?
Not
people with-
necessarily. A lot of people like the light filtering.
Oh, okay.
That's probably more popular. But like a honeycomb shade, the problem with it is when you pull it down, let's say you had it in your living room or your dining room, when it's down, you cannot see nothing. I mean,
Oh,
you
okay.
can't see through it. That's where
Okay.
them new ones are really nice where you can actually see through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Rick.
Rick?
Well, I believe you got a listener question, did you not?
Oh, I did not.
Oh, I thought you did. Maybe.
Oh,
thought
I did. Listener question. The question would be, how do you treat your service once it's installed after the installation to help keep it looking good and lasting a long time? That is a good listener
That was
question.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Well, that's where all the cleaners come in up front.
Okay.
Certainly everything requires maintenance. I mean, they no one has come out with a self-cleaning floor yet, but
Right.
It's
But
coming.
yeah, the cleaners up front, that's the best thing you could do for any flooring product is keep it clean. Dirt is very abrasive and really tears things up quickly. Obviously, you can buy the absolute best, and if you don't maintain it, it's probably not going to hold up.
Randy, you brought up to me during the break that when it comes to carpet cleaning, if you've got, like, you bought yourself your own little handy carpet cleaner, a lot of times those can end up doing more damage to carpeting long term than something like the cleaner that you have. That's the powder, correct?
Right. Them handheld jobs, they put a lot of water on the floor, and they don't get a lot of water back out of the floor. So what happens is you have detergent in the water. The detergent eventually dries because you didn't get all the water out because it's in the water, dries on the floor, and then, detergent attracts dirt. So as soon as it's dry, it resoils extremely quickly. And that spot that you had that you used extra detergent on comes back like a week later.
And again, what's the name of the product that you have that's the powder?
Capture.
Capture. And how often could you or should you use that on a floor?
You can use it as often as you'd like.
Because it's a dry product that basically once you sprinkle it on, do you have to let it sit for a while?
Yeah, you let it sit, you agitate where you might have some stains. There's also a pre-clean for some real heavy soiled stains. But most new carpets now are polyester, which means they do not stain. So anything and everything will come out.
Oh, wow.
Really? Wow.
It's like a cloth that you rub if there's a stain
brush,
on
right?
it.
It seems like a
There's a
challenge.
brush to agitate
There's
the
a
powder,
brush, okay.
And then a pre-stain mist you can spray on.
Because John's been agitating his wife for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, the brush comes with it. actually.
Susan, yeah.
Yeah, Suzanne.
Suzanne.
Say it right. Say it right. Who wants a Rick?
No, why are you always coming to me?
Because you're the man.
Rick, if you could come up with a hypothetical question.
We've got.
Oh, our studio audience
we got
member
3
might have
minutes.
another question.
give us some insight
wait.
into the types of.
You in the
we
back.
have a
Oh,
question from
I'll go
our,
back to our studio audience. The young
Bueller.
man once again joining us
Bueller.
has another great question.
Yeah.
What do you guys have for like renewable natural floor options? Do you do bamboo? Other bamboo options?
Okay, so the bamboo is not quite as popular as it used to be, but there are some bamboo options in here.
Oh.
Cork. U.S. Floors has a huge selection of cork. We carry a few of them. That's totally renewable. They peel the outside of the tree off, which would be kind of like the bark. They take that, they don't kill the tree, and then the tree regrows another ring around itself. And 15 years later, they do it again.
So could we recycle like Craig's cork collection and make that into a flooring, or would that not be possible?
I'm not sure we can do that, but
I'm using that right now I've got push pins in the map, and that's where I can't just take my cork down, Thomas.
Okay, fine.
You're volunteering my cork like that.
so yeah, you're thinking traditional cork board look, but that's not how this stuff looks. I mean,
Okay.
I could show you when we go on break here, but some of it's got some really unique looks. You would think it's hardwood.
Randy, if you had to right now hire one of the 3 people sitting at the table to help you,
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's very
which
good.
one would you really realistically want to hire?
You, go
This
go with
smile
Thomas.
is free, Randy.
I would go. I would
I'm
recommend
very
Thomas.
old.
Because,
I'm old, so I shouldn't be an
I can woo all your clients.
I mean,
I
really-
will assure you, I won't fire.
Thomas is
Whoever
the
I
best
hire, I
looking
will
one.
not fire.
Yeah.
But they may
Okay.
quit.
I could see Rick pretty much just staying here and not coming back to the
Yeah.
radio station. Like,
Well,
I feel like you're at home here.
I am.
You are.
I am when I'm around things like this, like home improvement type of things. And I love the fact how much things have changed for the better. You know, a lot of times there are some type of things that we've just been doing it the same way for 100 years, and like it's the best thing. Like there, at some point, something's going to be better than drywall.
I feel
Right.
like I'm
Right,
at a
so
Rick
probably
Armand seminar.
the
I feel like I
biggest
should be
changes in
buying
the
Amway
flooring
products.
industry
Tony Robbins
in the
in
last 25 years has been how much easier it is to install all the products.
Right.
From carpeting, commercial carpet going to almost probably 90% carpet tiles, to the click floors that lock together. There's even click ceramic tile that locks together.
Yeah, and that's what I ended up getting was that tile that locks
tile?
together that was so easy to install. I mean, literally, I came in here. I think it was I don't know if it was Randy that helped me or who helped me, but I ordered exactly. It came in like a week later, and it was the easiest part of the remodeling job was doing that flooring. I thought it was going to be the hardest, and it ended up being the easiest thing.
All right.
That's great.
I've got some young guys working here, and they have no idea how much easier their job is today versus my job in 1980.
Exactly. Their knees are in a lot better shape too, I bet.
This is Breaktime presented by Professional Floor Covering. We are at the store for this edition of Breaktime. We're going to take it back to the studios and get caught up with news in just a moment. Floor covering, create your lifestyle. We are broadcasting live from Professional Floor Covering at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. PROFLR.com. The number to call, 920-887-9972. And for those just joining us, Randy, what again is the gold tag sale all about?
Gold tag sale is actually it's a sale through. We're at Abbey Design Center. It's a sale through Abbey. Happens once a year in the spring. Everything in the store is on sale.
All right. Who's Abbey?
Abbey is a buying group we belong to.
Okay.
There's a couple thousand stores throughout the U.S. We kind of pool our resources and buy together to get better pricing on products.
Is that an acronym? Abby?
Abbey is just the name of it.
Is it just
Abby's just the
Because
name
John's
of it.
best friend is Abby Normal.
Yeah, right. That's
from
Lazy
Frankenstein.
Susan's friend,
Thank
if I'm
you
not
very much.
mistaken.
Lazy Suzanne.
Yeah, Lazy Suzanne.
Rick, what do you got for questions?
Yeah. So, Rick, what are you thinking? Set up a hypothetical for us. All right, this is a married couple. They've got a couple kids.
Okay.
He's a lawyer.
Okay.
She does some schoolwork, but mostly volunteers.
Okay.
And then, of course, he's
have a
about
dog,
6
right?
foot. A Labrador.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interestingly
that we wash
enough,
on a
right.
weekly
Okay,
basis.
in that scenario, Randy, let's say that, for example, they have he and she bathrooms. They have a man's bathroom and a woman's bathroom. One's on the first floor, one's on the second floor.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, a lot of people like the look of tile, but they don't like having to try to keep it up because a lot of times that grout can get dirty. Would the LBT be a better choice for them?
Yeah, it's amazing watching him work.
Probably not. There's new grouts out now, Rick, that
so
are
that's what I
really,
was
really
gonna
good.
say.
They don't
New
never need
grouts.
to be sealed.
Yeah.
You're seeing smaller, tighter grout joints, like 1/8 inch, 16th inch, and then they're called power grouts, which have never need to be sealed, and then they resist dirt. So that is your most waterproof floor you can buy. I mean, and the most durable.
It's kind of like
and it
cavity
requires
protection.
the least amount of maintenance. You don't even have to sweep it; just walk on it.
Wow.
However, you said he was a lawyer. That's a problem. You probably don't want that job.
Rick, did you know about power grouts?
This
this
is
is-
something brand new to me. Is
Wow.
this something that's been out for a while?
Yeah, it's been out for a few years. We carry every color up front by the cleaners at bottom row.
Okay.
Actually comes in a color packet. You dissolve that in water, and then you add like a pure white sand to it, mix it. And it's a little tougher to install. I mean, you'll have a smaller window of opportunity to get it cleaned off the
setup
tile.
time? Yeah.
Right. Because once it starts to harden, it hardens super fast. And but it's a very strong, nice grout when it's done.
Because I don't know if you guys have ever.
Oh, we got a question from
We got a question.
And back
Question,
here.
sir, again?
Let's say, can that be used if you're regrouting a floor?
Yeah, you would have to clean all the grout out, and yeah, you could. If you're looking for somebody to do a regrouting job, you should go to one of the local competitors.
That would be a nice way of him saying, nobody wants to do that job.
Those are not desirable jobs.
No, that is not a difficult. Has anything changed when it comes to the installation of carpeting, or is it still pretty much the way you were brought up in the carpeting industry?
Carpet has probably changed the least, but it has changed a little bit. So a major problem was always the backing on carpet was so rough that it would scratch your woodwork when it was installed.
Right.
Yeah.
So they've changed that. Shaw has what's called a soft back, so it's kind of like a felty material on the back now to protect your woodwork. And Mohawk has, instead of a round fiber on the back, it's a flat fiber, so that doesn't scratch as it's being tucked in between your baseboard and your tack strip. Then there's also Aero, which is if you have allergies, it's the perfect carpet for you. It's non-allergenic. That particular carpet goes down. Doesn't need to be stretched. You just roll it out, cut it in, and put a piece of double-faced tape around the room.
Wow.
The pad is like attached to it. Really, really nice do-it-yourself product if you're a guy like you could do
Right.
it, Rick.
I was an installer's helper back in 1977. Do they still have those things where you kick your knee into, those rubber
Yeah,
things?
the knee kicker, right.
To stretch the
Called
carpet
a knee
little bit?
kicker. What do you call
Yeah.
the thing that you kick with
It's
your
when
knee?
it's got a grip and then it kind of
Yeah.
stretches out the.
And I think
carpet.
Randy will tell you that That's why a lot of that kind of flooring becomes a young man's job.
Oh yeah.
Right, right. I mean, well, the knee kicker is not designed to install the entire room. It's
For-
designed to assist. You know,
Right,
like
yeah.
a closet area or something like that. The power stretcher that sets up across the entire room is the way.
Do you still
carpet
have
goes
those
in.
little thin planks you set down that have the,
That's
Oh,
called
the tack
shop-
strips.
Yeah,
Tack strips,
tack strip.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yep, that's what holds it. You bet.
You don't really use carpet tacks anymore for anything, do you? Or do you still use
No,
those?
that's all been replaced with pneumatic guns. You know, tacker guns.
Right, like a staple gun kind of a
Right,
thing?
right, with a really small crown on it. Like,
I'll bet that still, there's a lot of people that still carpet their stairs, right?
yeah, actually, there is. It's amazing how many LVP jobs you get, but then they put carpet on the steps.
Is there a way to put LVP on the stairs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody makes a stair nose like them over there
Okay.
on each one of them display racks. But it gets a little pricey because it's a whole bunch of labor. So putting carpet on the steps, you could probably do 3-4 of them for the price of the LVP.
Do you have some LVP that maybe offers better traction if someone's worried about slipping on the stairs?
Yeah, some of them have deeper embossing, which give you more traction. But for the most part, very few of them are slippery. Let me show you something.
Can you follow him?
Let's follow him.
Rick, follow him.
Follow.
He's in his natural
He's coming
habitat.
back now.
You got a
Kind of,
cell phone?
Yeah.
kind of a setback pan
Set
of the
that up
whole
here.
table right now. Okay. Oh my! Ooh,
Oh, there it goes.
that's
Oh,
still
it's like a
pretty.
45-degree angle.
That's impressive.
Wow.
That is cool.
So that really is
That was on the
non-slip.
base, now
Wow.
on the back.
Oh.
So they're not slippery at all. Unlike
that's
laminate
cool.
would be a lot slippery.
How many smartphones have you gone through demonstrating that?
Well, mine does have a crack in it. That's why it's not out here.
By the way, this is Breaktime. We're broadcasting live from Professional Floor Covering. And we are going to take a break and be back with our final portion after these messages. We're back on Breaktime. We're broadcasting live from Professional Floor Covering at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. And Randy Warmka has been gracious enough to join us and talk about all the great products that he has here at Professional Floor Covering. And again, for those just joining us, what are your hours? Let's get those in.
Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
All right. And by appointment.
And by appointment, if you need something on the weekend or later than that, we'll be happy to accommodate you.
Excellent. Rick?
Craig, did you learn anything?
You know, I did. You know, I feel like we're a lot of this conversation. Oh, we've got a wonderful bedroom and in living room, and we want to do all these wonderful parts of our house. But you know, I've got an issue with my crummy old basement. You know, it's a 120-year-old house. The floor is mostly even in some spots, except where it's got just some weird stuff. And I just didn't think there was any options for that. I just figured that was something that you just couldn't do anything with without like bringing in tens of thousands of dollars of leveling equipment and concrete and stuff like that. But Randy, you say there's an option even for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheet vinyl would work great in that situation. I would stay away from a LVP because you know you'll have soft spots in there if the floor isn't absolutely perfectly level.
Right.
And then you would have to bring in a bunch of leveler. But you could do it, I mean, with leveler. But what you could do is go to our website and take a picture of your room, download it onto our website, and then you can click on our products and put them in your room and see what it's going to look like.
Wow.
That's really cool.
It's like waving a magic wand and just seeing what else, like
Yeah,
what
right.
something randomly looks
Room
like.
visualizer really helps a lot of people. I mean, you can't. I mean, I see a lot of them, so I have a really good idea what a lot of things look like. But most people come in here, they come in here once every 15 years, and they're like, oh, you say, oh, you should get this. Oh, no, that's not what I had in mind. But then they put it on the room visualizer with their room, and they're like, oh, boy, yeah, that's exactly what we want.
Do you have something like that for wardrobes, like so I could see what maybe I look like in one of John's sweaters?
I don't, but Men's Warehouse maybe does. I don't know.
By the way, it's Men's Warehouse. Yeah, highly recommended.
Very much so.
Great, very professional there as
they
well.
are.
Unlike this program, except when we're at Professional Floor Covering.
Top down, bottom up, so you got them all
It
over
does.
the place.
It's a big thing. Yeah. I was looking into a lot of those for a kind of a unique situation I have. Top down, bottom up blinds. Those don't seem to be as popular in the industry anymore, but it does seem like there's some good alternatives to what I was trying to achieve, which was basically to kind of limit people being able to see in, but still being able to see out, if that makes sense.
Right. A lot of times the top down, bottom up is for taller windows where you want to let some light in the room, so you let them down a little bit, but you're still up too high to even be able to see out. I mean, there's still strings in the way, but and they're still popular. Don't get me wrong; they still sell. They have the right, but for what you want to do, probably not going to be ideal.
Right.
You're
I was
not-
looking at an outdoor situation.
Right. That's why.
So basically, you were showing me screens that had, I think you said, a 5%
Yeah,
was it
so
visibility?
5, 10, and 15% visibility, which is those are very nice. So it's going to let a little bit of breeze blow through them. You're going to be able to see what's going on out there, but yeah, I don't think your neighbors will be able to see in.
Huh. Interesting scenarios here.
I have another
I'm willing to
question
test
from
that
a
out for you.
listener.
Oh, okay.
Do you do epoxy coating on? Let's see, once it says
Ceremony garage.
ceremony garage.
It's probably meant to be cement.
No
Cement.
epoxy coatings, no.
Spell check.
What is an epoxy coating?
Well, an epoxy coating, a lot of times that's going to get really slippery, isn't it?
Yeah, they put sometimes they put color chips in it.
Right.
And sometimes those are a little rougher and not quite as slippery. But we never got into the epoxy. That's more of a painter would do something like that.
What would you do in a situation where like somebody's got a mud room and coming in from outside or the garage where a lot of times your feet are going to be wet? That can cause, if you put like regular tile in there, I'm guessing that could be kind of a slippery situation. What's the best kind of product?
Actually, coming in from outside, ceramic tile is the absolute best.
Is it really?
It's the toughest, most durable floor you can get. Never wears out.
What about from a slippery standpoint?
Some are slippery, some are not. Like this one right here is not that slippery.
Okay.
The one you're standing on, though, that one is kind of slippery.
Right.
So
Right.
you need to find something with kind of a low gloss, not a...
And I'm guessing that's why it's a great idea to have you come out and actually look at the place to see what the kind of application they're going to be using it
Right,
for.
right. The LVP would work in an entryway as well. I mean, a lot of them are not that slippery.
Okay.
Now, you've been here been in this trade since 1984. You must have seen some incredible changes going on with technology. What is the thing that has amazed you the most with what you can do now as opposed to 1984?
I would have to say the biggest change is this LVP is so easy to put in. I mean, back in the day, it was 6 foot wide crown core line by Armstrong, which was a really thick inlaid vinyl. You had a pattern scribed a thing to get it to fit around the cabinets. And if you if you bumped it just a little bit, you'd have a big crack all the way into the room, and then you need to start over. It was really, really challenging to install some of that stuff. And now, that's all my guys want to do. If it's not LVP, they're almost crying.
Now, I was here in this building 6-7 years ago, and I bought a realistic adapter for a clock radio. Are those around here? I don't seem to see that any of that technology stuff here anymore.
We have Tom Ribel's number on the board if you want to give him a call.
Where is the Sony Walkman area?
Right. This is the old Radio Shack building that we're in, essentially, right?
Correct, yep.
So, it's... you came from, I believe you were on South Spring Street?
Yeah, we were on South Spring Street for a while, then we were on North Spring Street for a while, and then we moved here. But yeah, Radio Shack. When we first moved in here, we've had a number of people come in with their clock radios wondering if we could repair them.
You have to say, sorry, we're in a different line here.
I say, let me see your cell phone. Let me show you something.
What are some of the advantages you have with this location as opposed to the last two? Why did you end up in this location?
This one, it really seems to be a good spot. I mean, you have really high traffic, so you have good exposure, which we had on North Spring. But the bigger thing, I think, is we're on the corner, and the parking is on Monroe Street. And as you probably can imagine, most of our customers are a little bit older, so it's very easy for them to get in here and get out of here without having to fight any traffic or take your life into your hands pulling out into traffic or whatever. So easy to get to, easy to get out of, and easy to find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plenty of parking.
Right, and plenty of parking.
Absolutely. As we start winding down, again, for those just joining us, give us kind of the bits of the May gold tag sale that's going on.
Okay, so one thing I didn't touch on is the gold tag sale, quartz countertops. We're giving away a free sink with every quartz kitchen countertop.
Oh, wow.
So a free stainless steel undermount sink. And we have lots and lots of samples of quartz to choose from. And then pretty much everything in here is on sale for this gold tag sale. So whether it be carpet, LVP, ceramic tile, and even our 2 cabinet lines are on sale. So if you are in need of something, now would be the time.
What if I actually needed a gold tag? Maybe I just need to buy a gold tag.
We've got some of them too.
Okay, all right. Wasn't sure if that was an option or not. Like a medallion type
That would
thing.
go really well with that shirt you're
Would
wearing.
you think? I think it would
Black
look
a
pretty
little bit.
good. Yeah, I was
The
going to wear that
Dalmatian
shirt
by your
today.
side,
Oh my
yeah.
God, you guys are wearing the same shirt today. I didn't realize that.
We're
Yeah,
twinsies today.
I was so
yeah.
close to wearing that shirt today too.
People think they're watching black and white TV. It's kind
right.
of cool.
We're just happen to be wearing black and white clothing today.
Well, this is the first time you guys have been here that you haven't had your pajamas on.
That is true. That is true. New company policy. So apparently we.
Oh,
have
I
to-
thought it was because you're on TV.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Excluding
That's
your animals.
that's
You
part
can't
of
wear
it
those
too.
here.
We are on TV.
I got some pretty sexy pajamas though.
Well, it's all in how you wear them, basically. So yeah, if you've been listening to this program and you're like, you know
And you're
what?
still with us.
I want to listen to
I'm
this whole
sorry.
program, but I want to visually be able to experience it as well. All you have to do is go to dailydodge.com.
Absolutely. Hey, Randy, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
been
no
wonderful.
problem. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That is our broadcast. We got to get back. And of course, we've got Mark DiStefano from the Beaver Dam Unified School District coming up after ABC News. This has been Breaktime presented by Professional Floor Covering.